how to get in the bag. We're going to get in your bag. I'm about to get in it. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know that I can place it. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Ooh, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'm in need something, let me calm down front. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat.
Someone put me out cause I'm on fire. I can't give a about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave. Damn Kane, you done killed Abel. Unbalanced land trying to keep the people stable. The way I feel, I might it all up. The way you feel, you might do it for the bug. All black, born to be a rebel. After this, I might go and water down the double. Listen to everything around me, I can't see. Picked a dozen roses and left them in Galilee rolling thunder. Don't hear my cry, don't let alibis flash. If I finally starting to realize, never give up and coincide. I can't watch TV, it's all a lot. Tired of trying, go ahead and fly. Everybody want a straight answer, but media keep us blind. A good heart is not hard to find. Why the people try to define infrastructure right? I don't got time, infrastructure right, I don't got time. I could it's all to we're talking about you, about to protecting themselves. Political and slow down. I can't give a about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can catch my way. Never play by the rules, that's I'm paying my dues. They don't a multitude, they be quick to accuse. When you got different views, just know you gon' pay the price. Best off the item you choose. Many times in the culture, hit you with MK Ultra. I knew you was a vulture, Holy Ghost get the ushers. No, I can't trust you. Shock you, then now you fluster. Crashing down, I was cluttered. Doing this so subtle, falling out through the rubble. Remember this a jungle, the top always gonna get something. The middle gotta stay hunting. Why the rush left with nothing? 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 Agitated illusion, only built for confusion. The institution, modern day execution. Think I know the solution.
But seems like only yesterday we were here for Super Bowl 52 and now back for the road to the Super Bowl here in the Twin Cities at US Bank Stadium. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Carolina Panthers and the Minnesota Vikings. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. Carry for Christian McCaffrey. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Carry for Carolina.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
From the 30 on second down, Rosen eluding the pressure right. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 4 catches for him in the wild card win a week ago, and he's got his first here, and it's a first down. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be a second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
To throw again on second down. Rosen on the right side. It's Hilton with a catch. It's a gain of 5, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and inches.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37.
He's brought
just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Up on the play. First down, Panthers.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Rosen to throw. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they look at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 28. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
And it's third down.
Rosen will throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Joey Sly on now for the Panthers. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And this one is right down Broadway. Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines. The defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
25-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Well, young quarterback Charles rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey taking it in. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Now a deep ball here, pulled in just past the 50. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. It's a big one there for the Vikings. 41 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Strong coverage by Carolina, and on we go to 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for
pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring it down. Yannick Ngakoue. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Another try after the 1st down sack. Rosen. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
And the Panther 1st down.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Rosen now off the bootleg. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this belongs to the Vikings. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
On play action, they'll throw. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell. And now it's 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, trying to atone for it here on this drive. And finally out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. A big play there from McCaffrey. 65 yards on the ground. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll try and run forward with Penny. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Here's McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the 1st quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're kind of searching for that magic elixir. You know, they're moving the football a little bit, but not with any great consistency.
I love that term you just used, elixir, right?
Old school.
Old school. I love that because you don't want to put too much pressure on your defense as well, all right? If you're kicking field goals, that's great, but your defense has to keep going out there and holding the other team. You're not giving them any cushion to work with, and that gets tougher and tougher as the game goes along. Put the ball in the end zone and get 6s, that's the ambrosia that they're looking for.
Ambrosia trying to erase this deficit. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. 2nd quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Back to throw here. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a first down as well.
31-yard line.
On the run, this is Hunt. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. A third field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. Strong coverage by Carolina. And we go to 4th down. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So that's 3 field goals for him now, but heck, he's not even halfway to his career best of 7.
Seems like the 7 field goal games are the kind of games I always get assigned to in my other job. Let's hope for this offense's sake they can start cashing in on a few of these drives.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? Be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And now it's Rosen looking. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Now a run with McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
2nd and 11 at the 41. To throw is Rosen. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Viking 16. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 10-yard line.
4 yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. They lost 2, and it brings up 4th. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. Complete. Jefferson the target. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got an open man, that's Campbell. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a 1st down as well. Now Hunt, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
He's brought down at the 39.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
2nd and 9 now. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Looking here for Smith downfield. It's caught at the 10. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Pickup of 2.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
This pass caught at the 4. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though he can.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. And the lead is down to 4.
Makes the score Panthers 20.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, That doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. We're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice game.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Here's Rosen. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well. And that would appear to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
From the red zone now, here's Rosen on first down. And it'll be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw now on first down. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
48-yard line.
First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. It became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Time and here in this half, it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Lines up and lets it go for Samuel. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Curtis Samuel in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They'll start the third quarter on the ground with Hunt. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Yetur Gross-Matos there to bring him down.
Yards on the pickup.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
The 29-yard line.
They'll run again with Hunt. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
The ball carrier.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chunking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Jeremy Chin picks it off. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. McCaffrey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the Vikings' 29-yard line.
They go play action. It's Rosen. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Rosen's pass.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
A nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rosen. And he's got his man Hilton. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down. losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, if this defense has any hopes of getting back into this game, they've got to start right here and keep these guys out of the end zone. That's a good step one on that play.
Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. He is marked down right about on top of that imaginary yellow line, but they say he's a bit short. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now fourth and goal. And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on fourth and goal. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. They gave it to him in search of his third touchdown, but he's denied. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line. Back to throw now in his own end zone. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. 7 yards, the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 12 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
38-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking for Campbell downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it yards and intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time, but you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Now Rosen. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 41. On the ground, McCaffrey. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
And that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Gun. Here's Josh Rosen. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
And at the 43-yard line.
Now it's Hunt. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line.
He was tackled at the
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
3 brings up 2nd and 7.
Looking for Campbell downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he comes back with one complete. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now this throw caught left side. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 15 yards on the play. First down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Flush to his right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Justin Jefferson there to make the grab. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know the receivers love to say, if we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And now first downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a 4th quarter advantage. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the gun, it's Rosen. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
Carolina.
Now Rosen on first down. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, as the defense rallies quickly after the nice move. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Third down.
The Panthers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8. Here's the option. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down.
All right, I don't want to get too poetic here where they talk about, the eyes being the windows of the soul. You know what else the eyes do? They see the open spaces on a field, and those eyes carry your legs to those spots, and that's what happened on that play. He saw an opening and went and got it.
Well, he really hasn't ran the ball all game. Fourth quarter here, need a big play, able to pick it up. So whatever the eyes saw and created, it worked. The pass rush specialist, D. Ford, in on the stop. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
On second down, here's Penny. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. The Panthers on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 5. Now they'll run it again with Penny. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. Great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Now Rashad Penny. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Penny. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
And it's 3rd down.
The toss running left. This is Penny. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. that has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It certainly has not been the outing that they envisioned on their home turf in the divisional round of the playoffs, and they have been pushed around, and now their back's against the wall. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Flushed out right. It's caught on the right side at Smith. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's 2nd down. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out?
And now here's another interception. Jeremy Chin picks it up. And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and find another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And a timeout taken. Just 6 seconds away from the 2-minute warning. This defense wanted to stop the clock prior to that, and they do. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. The Panthers on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This time they face a 3rd and 2. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
incomplete.
But we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Now 2nd and 10.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by J.C. Jackson, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
So they file for the exits here in silence. And what a job to come in on the road, divisional round of the playoffs, and you get to end it by going down to a knee. Now their confidence has to be at an extreme high. That's 2 weeks in a row they've gone on the road and gotten it done. They don't care where they go. From here on out, they think they can beat anyone. The Panthers season will press on as we say so long, everybody. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Minneapolis, good night, everybody.